The Cursed Cabin, a true black magic story from the Appalachian Mountains. In the dense, shadow-draped forests of the Appalachian Mountains, not far from the border of Tennessee and North Carolina, lies a rotting cabin that locals call simply the Devil's Shack. To most, it's just another abandoned homestead swallowed by time. But to those who grew up nearby, it's the center of one of the most terrifying black magic stories in the United States. A reputation for darkness legend began in the 1940s when an outsider named Ezekiel Moore arrived in town. Reclusive and strange, Ezekiel built the cabin deep in the woods, miles from any main road. People whispered about the strange symbols painted on his barn and the animals that disappeared from nearby farms. But the real fear began after a local child vanished, only to be found days later, standing silently in front of Ezekiel's cabin, covered in soot, eyes wide and unblinking. The child couldn't speak for weeks. Locals tried to force Ezekiel out, but every attempt ended in misfortune. One man who set fire to the fence around the cabin died in a hunting accident the next day. Another who reported Ezekiel to the sheriff fell ill with a rare, undiagnosed disease and was dead within a month. Eventually, the town gave up, leaving Ezekiel to his isolation. In 1952, he simply vanished. No one saw him leave. No body was ever found. The cabin after Ezekiel. Years later, curious teenagers and ghost hunters began visiting the cabin. Many reported strange feelings, sudden dizziness, or hearing chanting deep in the woods. One group from Asheville claimed they saw symbols carved into the trees surrounding the cabin, sigils associated with ritual magic and demonology. In 1998, a local journalist named Heather Ann spent a night in the cabin for an article. Her camera equipment failed within minutes, and she reported seeing a shadowy figure crouching in the corner of the room, whispering her name. She fled before sunrise. The article was never published, and she later moved away, saying only, "Something in that place knows you're there." The cabin remains standing, though the roof has partially collapsed and nature has nearly reclaimed it. No one lives there. No one dares to restore it. Some say if you light a candle at midnight and speak Ezekiel's name 3 times, you'll hear whispers in the trees and wake up miles away, with no memory of how you got there. Have you encountered black magic, hexes, or paranormal rituals in your town? We're looking for real stories of the unexplained across the US. Share your encounter or submit your article to our Write For Us email to be featured. Thanks for watching. For more horrible stories, subscribe to our channel.